Hello and welcome back to the Elder Scrolls Online Murkmire. We are still in the Deadwater village.
No.
And, well, this might be the side quest that is actually about the village itself. I don't know. But, well, we shall see. Qa'Rajh. Hello.
I spit that tradition and the cowardice it breeds. The Deadwater tribe is proud, set in its ways. But those ways will be the end of us. Even a stupid outsider can see such things. I mean no offense.
Is there something that you need help with?
We almost died during our trial of ascension. We would have too, except Kishi interfered and saved us. Now, by the laws of the Nagakor, the Deadwater tribe, Kishi has been sentenced to death. He should not have helped us, but I'm glad he did.
They'd really kill your friend for saving your life.
The elders stand by our traditions, even as the tribe sinks into quicksand. They refuse to reach out for any aid that isn't prescribed by the Tree Minder or the Qa'Rajh. Perhaps you could help Kishi. As an outsider, you aren't bound by our laws.
Well, I am not, but it would also be like, you don't know our culture, you are an outsider, why are you interfering, like, stuff like that. But I can try to help Kishi, I'll make no promises. Ooh, okay, so that is the Deadwater village quest.
Tell him you want to help. He will know how to best utilize an outsider in this matter. Be mindful of Qa'Rajh, though. She seized Kishi because he interfered. Oh, my spines quiver just imagining her reaction to an outsider.
If Kishi saved your lives, why punish him for that?
The path of the lily is sacred to our people. Hatchlings ascend to the rank of warrior by walking the path, ready to defend the tribe and survive the terrors of the swamp. Failure means death and a return to the Hist. Kishi interrupted that fate.
So that is likely the path of the lily. Maybe we're actually going to go through the path of the lily ourselves, just for the sake of, you don't know what it is like outsider. You need to step in our treads to understand what it means to be Deadwater. Like, something like that. I don't know. Your tribe prefers death to receiving a second chance. We know this.
I attempt to speak plainly. As Qa'Rajh teaches, the swamp doesn't provide second chances, so why should we? If warriors can't succeed on their own, they endanger us all. Still, I am grateful I am alive to explain this. Kishi made that possible.
So, who is Qa'Rajh?
Qa'Rajh is our tribe's Qa'Rajh, our war teacher. She trains our novices to walk the path of the lily. Since she took over the responsibility, the Deadwater warriors have become stronger and more powerful. At least the ones that survive.
Ah, yeah. Going with a very, what's that philosopher's name? This is silly, I can't remember. The one about, like, staring into the abyss and the abyss stares back. What is that guy's name? I might need to edit that in when I get around to it, because right now I'm drawing a blank. The ones that survive.
The path of the lily claims more lives than ever before. Kishi and his egg siblings were the last novices to complete the trial without injury, let alone death. More often now, entire clutches of novices fall to the dangers encountered on the path.
Has the trial changed in some way to account for all those deaths?
Everything changes. The path, the Cadilith. Training changes too, and expectations. Now novices die more quickly than new eggs can be hatched. Soon, the Deadwater tribe will simply be the Dead Tribe. I think that's why Kishi dislikes Mewajez.
Is that why Kishi intervened to save you?
I speculate now. Perhaps Kishi didn't want to see more novices perish due to lack of training. Or maybe his dislike of Mewajez got the better of him. Or it could have been temporary insanity. Regardless, he saved us, and I am grateful for that.
I got it. Friedrich Nietzsche. Yeah, now, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. That is very Friedrich Nietzsche. Wow, that was a sort of a mind jump. It was just like, oh yeah, this very well-known philosopher who is like, who is that guy? I know who he is, but the name was just like gone. Just like, hey, oh, there it is, Nietzsche. Yeah, a very Nietzsche approach to life. But I think Nietzsche also had sort of an odd appreciation for simple savages who are basically just surviving because they're physically capable. I don't know much about Nietzsche, but I think that is something that is basically straight up his alley. Right, where can I find Boki? This was not meant to turn into a...
Boki's home stands just within the village walls, on the western side of the Hist. Please, hurry, for Mewajez took Kishi away before the night had turned to day. If Kishi hasn't been consumed by a swamp beast yet, it won't be long now.
Okie dokie. Yeah, so this was never meant to be sort of like a lecture or a talk about philosophers and their ideals. It was merely just because it reminded me of, that only the strongest survive. Like, survival. Not exactly survival of the fittest, though Darwin and Nietzsche probably, in that sense, would have agreed on at least some things. I don't know. That is very hypothetical. And not at all important to what we're doing here. So let's try and avoid that. Boki's house. A new interior. Oh, you already bought one of these. Were you also out collecting frogs? Well, seeing as it's a new interior that I have not visited at all, there may be law books around. Not just in bookshelves, but also, actually lying around. I'm not gonna steal from him. Why would I do that? I mean, I have started the Thieves Guild quest line, but that's about as far as I've gotten to it, like starting it. Okay, letter to Boki. Exire, I seek no forgiveness for my foolishness despite your many warnings. By the time you read this, I've already gone to the path of Lily. I either saved the novices from Mewajez's stubbornness, or I have not. Either way, I assume I've been taken captive or scheduled for punishment. All because I do not want our tribe to keep killing its young, because we utilize the training regimen of an idiot. I've gone against your wishes in another matter. You told me to destroy your old training manual, the one you used when you were our Qa'Rajh. I urge you to go to the place I hid it, retrieve it, and convince the Rajkal, our war chief, to once again take up a sane and successful training regimen before all our novices are killed. Let this verse remind you of our favorite hiding place. Stand before the blue flame at the top of the stairs. That's a way shrine. Then turn to gaze upon our Hist so fair. Walk straight into its beguiling trance and find what you seek beneath its protective branch. I find it a bit weird that's like in the bottom of this, that's a letter between people within the same village and within the same culture would need to specify what Rajkal meant. Like, I appreciate it as a non-walker walked into Argonian culture and meanings, But I think it's kind of breaking the immersion a bit to have that input sentence, a war chief, just and convince the Rajkal. Boop, that's all you needed, and it would be perfect. Bit of a gripe, but I support good things, even small, but I would also like to complain about things, even small. So I do. Right. Okie dokie. Use the verse to find Boki. I mean, I could probably just run around wildly and just... Wish me, so you're not... Yes, that's the blue flame. Oh, does it point to him? That's a little disappointing. Oh. I had hoped for a bit of a scavenger hunt.
Find a different patch of shade, Ogel.
Nope.
I state the obvious. You are Ogel, not of our tribe. Coming here makes you either very brave or very foolish, but it has nothing to do with me. I display my fangs in warning. Now leave me to my thoughts.
What are you gonna do, bite me? A young Argonian sent me to find you. She said your son Kishi was in trouble.
Kishi is always in trouble, but never has the mud risen so high. He disobeyed tradition, tribal laws, and my direct orders when he decided to interfere in the rites of ascension. Now the Rajkal has sentenced the spawn of my eggs to death.
But you also went out on behalf of your son to go and find your old training manual. So, completely cold-hearted, lizard as you may be, you are not. There must be something we can do.
I grind my fangs in frustration. I tried to talk to the Rajkal, the war chief, but he doesn't want to hear the truth. The Deadwater only care about strength and death, and they plan to follow that path to the bitter end.
Kishi's letter mentioned an old training manual.
This book should have been destroyed ages ago. Kishi hid it here. He wants me to remember who I was, but I am no longer the Qa'Rajh. The tribe has sentenced Kishi to death. I will stand at my son's side and die with him.
Let me try to help Kishi instead. Your tribe's laws doesn't apply to me.
You would risk life and limb for a stranger. Kishi believes that outsiders aren't intrinsically bad. So, I accept his opinion and thank you for your help. Kishi was taken to the ruins at the north end of the village. Save him and send him away.
We've seen the northern section of the village because we've run through there a couple of times for questing. And exploration as well. The northern section of the village is in ruins.
I exposed the spine of regret. Once the Deadwater tribe was as numerous as the fish in the streams. Now, we send our dwindling number of hatchlings to die upon the path of the lily. It curls my scales. The ruins remind us of more prosperous seasons.
Why did they take Kishi to the ruins?
The ruins serve as a perfect killing field, which is what will happen to Kishi if you continue to stand here and ask me questions. If you really want to help, save my egg son and then tell him to leave the village and never return.
You want me to save Kishi and then send him away?
There is no place in the village for someone sentenced to die. Kishi must flee and go far away, or our warriors will be forced to kill him. As for me, I need to consider his words and decide what to do with my old training manual.
What's the significance of your training manual? Ooh.
I served as the tribe's war teacher before I was replaced. That old book contains my training methods, techniques that worked well until they didn't. When Qa'Rajh changed everything, novices started to die. But tell me, why do you care?
I mean, I wholeheartedly agree with number one. I am also not against number two, but number three is just not me. Like, I know that I will get rewarded either way. And I'm not out, like, I know this has nothing to do with the story, but literally, I think either, hold on, we can actually, well, we can check it, but not without breaking up the conversation, and I don't want to do that. But either today or yesterday, the daily reward for logging in was 100,000 gold pieces. So, yeah, this has never been what has driven me, and it never will be, so I want to help. No one should be sentenced to death for saving lives.
The Ojel sees the truth, even through the fog of our traditions. The laws of the Deadwater refuse to bend, but in a powerful wind, the tall, straight tree either weathers the storm or breaks apart. Perhaps with your help, the tribe can learn to bend.
Okie dokie. Rescue Kishi. That seems... Yeah, so basically, the Deadwater tribe is basically these huts here. Everything up here, not lived in. Or at least, only sparsely so. Because the hostile creatures that have just been allowed to move in here, which, you know, don't seem like the greatest of ideas, if I'm being honest. This isn't even a stelling. It's just a hole in the wall. And Horvers. Oh, great. Oh, my experience booster wasn't on. Is my stat booster? Yes. Alright. No, it's just a hole in the wall. Nothing to it otherwise. I really should make this quest active. There we go. So, the Gold Road DLC has arrived, and I am really looking forward to seeing Skingrad and most of Colovia again. It's been a while. Oh! Qa'Rajh Mortar. Yeah, that will likely do it, but I got other plans for mate. Entirely sure. Okay. Wait, what's the other thing that's hostile? Hold on. Oh, Horver. Let's just take care of you because you are an annoying pest that can heal. The big one counts. I'm over here. You missed. Oh. Ooh, that was nice. No.
Here, Ojel, help me get loose from these bonds. I proclaim my gratitude. Let's go over there so we can talk.
What was stopping us from talking there? Alright. Oh, it's chained up. Although, it's just rope and a sash, but okay.
The season turns strange. First I break the laws of the tribe to save lives. Now an outsider appears out of nowhere to rescue me from certain death. You have my thanks and my respect. Unless you seek a reward, then I respect you less.
Boki sent me to help you. He wants you to flee and never return to the tribe.
My egg-sire? How unexpected. When last we talked, he urged me not to oppose the Kadilith, but I refuse to let the dead water become nothing but a memory. Unlike Boki, I have drunk from the river of courage and refuse to turn away from my tribe.
Why are you so intent on opposing the Kadilith?
Mewajez, the war teacher, instructs our novices, trains them to walk the path of the lily. Her methods, instead of making us strong, they lead to nothing but death. I speak true. My clutch was the last to make it through the rite unscathed.
What does all this have to do with Boki and the rite of passage?
Boki was our war teacher until one mistake led to his disgrace. Now Mewajez trains the novices. In 6 seasons, she has lost every clutch that walked the path, blaming them for being too weak. If this continues, the tribe cannot survive.
Okay, so that's over a year of dead novices. That's like 1.5 years of dead novices. Okay, yeah, that's not without merit. A full generation of potential warriors and new blood to lead the tribe on and make sure it survives. That is quite a significant loss. Goodbye.
Tell Boki that you saved me. Tell him that I will find a way to save our tribe.
But, so stubborn. That is not answerable either. Alright. Well, then I won't. What is up here? Oh, great hackwing. Or more like, as I'd like to call them, jerkwings. Ah! Because they're assholes. That's why. Pop! And not taking the poison. This could... I think this might have been the place where one of those tablets were. But there is nothing here now. Alright, no, go away. You have outserved your purpose and are no longer useful. Be gone. Well, that's cheeky, having one so out of sight. And a hover. Okay, another way up to the walls, right. Ow.
Say your words, Mewajez, and then leave me to my grief.
Kishi rejected our laws because of your obsolete ideas, Boki. Let this end with your egg son's death. Grieve as you will, but do not think to oppose me, old one. That is a battle you cannot win.
So do I have to bonk her on the head? Because I will.
The outsider returns, just in time to see the disgrace that clings to me like the mist that rises from the swamp. But what of my egg son? Does Kishi still live?
I rescued Kishi. He said he plans to find a way to save your tribe.
I thank the Hist that Kishi lives. But he risks everything to swim against the currents of our traditions. I must find the same courage as my egg son and do what is right. Otherwise, the tribe will slowly fade away.
What do you mean?
The Nagakur, who you call the Dead Water, we are warriors. Death is a part of who we are. In the past, our hatchlings grew to be novices who walked the path and became warriors. Death was present, but it never claimed all our young. Until now.
What changed to cause this?
One war teacher was replaced by another. Techniques were altered. Different virtues were emphasized. Under Mewajez's tutelage, novices fail the test over and over. She pushes them in one direction and blames them as the tribe slowly dies out.
So what can I do to help?
Find Kishi. He plans to show our war chief that there is a better way to train the novices. In the back room, take the firestones. Use them to find my egg son's hidden camp in the swamp. Then help him carry out his plan.
How do I use the firestones to find Kishi?
I patiently attempt to explain. Go into the swamp and look for the tamed vine tongues. These plants appear different from the more hostile varieties. Toss firestones at the plants, and they will lead you to Kishi's hidden camp.
Oh, so that's where that comes in. Good. I have my... I have thickened thoughts about throwing firestones at plant creatures. That seems like an issue. Now, I know this place is very, very moist. Like, there isn't a whole lot of dry wood. So forest fires are probably not the biggest concern. But still, plants and fire rarely mix very well together. If novices keep dying, why is Mewajez permitted to remain the war teacher?
Mewajez insists that her training is not at fault. The novices are too weak, and that is why they fail. The war teacher proclaims that every challenge can be overcome by strength and strength alone. Hit harder, kill faster, never pause to think.
Why is that bad?
Because strength is only one weapon in the warrior's arsenal. To ignore the others is to court doom, as our novices find out again and again. If not for Kishi's interference, the latest group would have died as well, and for this, he is dishonored.
So no one else in the village realizes that Mewajez is the real problem.
The Deadwater tribe learns to fight. We have very little experience questioning orders or ignoring tradition. That is Kishi's greatest strength, and most apparent weakness. He questions everything. Help my egg son, and you will help our tribe.
Why isn't the war chief concerned about the death of the novices?
Rajkal Silan accepts death as a constant companion. It is almost a member of our tribe. The war chief sees the Hajj Mota flying toward the waterfall, but considers its fate to be part of the natural order.
So the war chief is just going to let your tribe die out?
The war chief believes that Mewajez's methods will produce stronger, more powerful warriors. Eventually. In the meantime, he cannot resist the pull of tradition any more than the Hajj Mota or the rest of the tribe. That is why Kishi must succeed.
Okie dokie. Firestone. Bag of firestones. A strange substance coats these stones. It emits heat and a spark when struck. Yeah, that's right for a fire starter.
Boki, come out and tell me where Kishi is.
I sigh at the inevitable. Find Kishi while I send Mewajez on a wild guar chase.
Is that...
The war chief sentenced Kishi to death, Boki. Your egg son doesn't even have the good sense to die with honor.
I bare my fangs at this insult.
Rage all you want. When Kishi comes for you, we'll slap him in chains.
That seems pretty mild compared to some of the other things that you can do in Murkmire. Like just putting someone in chains? Yeah, not really all that threatening, is it? Alright, so now we know what the... Get out of here. You're not a wine tongue, you're a bear. In lizard form. And that's weird. Hop! Ah, sure. Oh, okay. Firestone. Kaboom! Oh, it doesn't hurt me. But why? I also don't know what that achieved. Can I do it from this far? Oh, that's a good toss. And a hell of a grab. Oh, I see. So it's basically like the grappling hook that we got in that prologue. Oh, still though. Ah, yes, the much that was difficult but not impossible to cross. Just took a while. Whee!
Impressive. You navigate the swamp like a true warrior of the dead water. Didn't I say so, Kishi? There's something special about this outsider. Boki's firestones. I suppose he told you how to find my camp. I stare in wonder. Though I appreciate the aid you provided, I must ask why the outsider is here.
Mewajez has taken Boki prisoner. She plans to use him to lure you back to the village.
Mewajez is a pox upon our tribe. I need to find a way to convince the war chief that Boki's training techniques are not only sound, but represent the best way to save the dead water. To accomplish this, I'll need your help, if you're willing.
What do you need me to do?
Help me show
Gonna be
the
a long
war chief
episode,
that the old ways truly are the best. Specifically, the methods Boki once used to train our novices. I'm proof that Boki's techniques of using wits and strategy are more effective than simply relying on brute strength.
Boki said you had a plan.
And a daring plan it is. I will mentor you, use Boki's techniques to guide you through the path of the lily. When an outsider succeeds where dead water novices failed, it will prove that Mewajez is wrong. Can I count on you, outsider?
I'll help you prove Boki's techniques.
We must return to my village and go to the war chief's pavilion. Only Raj Kal Silan can grant an outsider permission to walk the path of the lily. Just choose your words carefully. The war chief's ego bruises easily, and he's quick to anger.
I don't understand why Mewajez replaced Boki as the war teacher.
My exile resigned his position after the unfortunate events surrounding the rite of passage some 7 seasons ago. One of Boki's students, a young Naga named Chukala, considered himself to be better than the others, better than his training.
Oh, so a season is more like a year, not, a season. Right. Okay, so that means that it is 6 years of novices that have disappeared. That's substantially more than just 1 year, even though 1 year is still quite a bit for a village that small. What did Qa'Rajh do?
Qa'Rajh ignored
like children, huh?
Boki's lessons and charged onto the path of the lily like a Wamasu in the hatchery. He boasted that warriors needed only their strength to win the day, not clever tricks and careful observation. Unfortunately, he succeeded.
And that embarrassed Boki.
No, but Qa'Rajh challenged Boki, said he was weak and unfit to teach warriors. They fought, and the commotion attracted the predators that prowled the path. Qa'Rajh and the novices were killed. Boki was injured. He resigned in shame after that.
And then Murkmire took over.
She demanded the war chief give her the position. You see, Qa'Rajh was her egg brother. She wanted to honor his memory by teaching novices the things Qa'Rajh believed. Those instructions killed many novices before I intervened.
Will the war chief really let an outsider attempt to walk the path of the lily?
Rajkal Silan is as wise as he is cautious. He sees the problem even if tradition and decorum tie his hands and keep him from acting. If we can provide him with a clear and viable option, I believe he will jump at the chance to grab it.
That doesn't change the fact that I'm not a member of the tribe.
No, it doesn't. He may even order his warriors to strike us down for simply suggesting the idea. But the war chief respects Boki. I have to believe he will give us a chance. For Boki's sake, if not for the welfare of the tribe.
Okie dokie. Can I not? Oh, I just had to be at a better angle. I mean, the mud is annoying, yes, but it's not dangerous. Alright. We'll head back inside. Although, fortunately, it seems that this is happening mostly outside, which is good.
The outsider dares approach this sacred pavilion.
Lower your spines, Kadilith.
What are you gonna do?
It is
Stop
a
me?
rare outsider that dares approach the Nagakor.
I mentor the outsider. We ask to walk the path of the lily.
Blasphemy! Kill them all!
Hold! I will hear what Kishi and the outsider have to say.
Cool address.
Boki says the Nagakor are doomed. Kishi claims our war teacher is to blame. What do you say, outsider? Why have you come to the village of the Deadwater?
I mean, mostly I'm just passing through, but I want to walk the path of the lily with Kishi as my mentor.
I shake my head in disbelief. Why is it that everything connected to Boki and his egg son reeks of broken laws and forsaken traditions? Do you truly believe you can succeed where the best of our young warriors have failed?
And if I succeed, won't that prove that Kishi is right?
It will prove something. On that we agree. Very well. Walk the path. Kishi will accompany you as your mentor. Return with the sacred lily, and I will listen to Kishi's plea. If you fail and die, Boki will be executed, and our traditions will stand.
I'll return with the sacred lily.
Mewajez, prepare the path. The outsider will undergo the same rite as our novices.
War Chief, no! You cannot allow Kishi to disrespect our cherished customs.
Do as I command, War Teacher. I want to see how the Ogel fares.
This will work, Pokey. You'll see.
Okie dokie. And this was out... Ooh, here. So it looks like it's this entire area. Well, not this. This is rocks. But basically, this entire area here near the border. Okie dokie. Well, I'm going to make this one episode because I could cut it off here and make the other one an episode, but I don't know how long that will be. And I actually prefer to make it... Oh, God, why did you... You know what? No, screw this. Jerk wings, you shall perish. I do not have the time nor the patience for your flying shenaniganery. Cease or die. Either way, it doesn't matter to me. The outcome is the same. More or less. Alright, are there any stumbling, bumbling, big old honking things that are blocking the path? No. Okie dokie.
This is about saving our people, Mewaches.
Through weakness and trickery, you dishonor our tribe and my egg brother's memory. No matter. If my novices cannot succeed, your outsider has no chance. No chance at all.
Yeah, right.
Mewaches' novices fail because they attempt to use brute force to complete the rite of passage. Listen to my words, and we will succeed where they have failed. Trust me, as I trust you.
What do you need me to do?
The first part of the path involves the trial of movement. You must find a way to get past one of the largest, deepest pools of quicksand in all of Murkmire. Remember the vine tongues? The plants are the key to navigating this hazard.
I used up all the firestones. Did I? That seems a
He
bit...
accompanied his novices, so I will accompany you. I cannot interfere in your trials, only offer advice. But you can use me as a tool, directing me to provide minor aid at times. For example, my arrows can be used to attract the vine tongues.
So my first goal is to use the vine tongues to move across the quicksand.
Yes, with the ultimate goal of reaching the signal totem and igniting it to show that you have completed the first challenge. Take this arrow and point it whenever you want me to use my bow. Are you ready to begin?
I'm ready. We've dealt with mud, but quicksand is something else entirely.
Point the arrow I gave you, and I'll take care of the rest.
Oh yeah, that does look rather hazardous, say. Whee. Not a fan of those plants, but I don't really have any ways of getting around them now, do I? Wait, did you just miss? Alright. Hello? You're supposed to... Hello? I mean, I suppose maybe I'm able to walk... Oh, no I'm not. I most certainly am not. Well, now we know that. But could you please actually hit this plant when I am pointing to it? Instead of that. Unless there is another one somewhere closer. But... Are you going to be an issue? Ow! Yes, you were! Well, now you're incapacitated, so I suppose there is that. I do not see another vine tongue that is... I mean, there is that one, but that's definitely not within reach. Can you please... Oh, there you go! What was that? Why couldn't you just hit it? Hop, boop. So it seems that they don't react, the catapult cabbage don't react to me being ferried across. I think I might be able to jump this. Yeah, okay. It's convenient that it also draws him in. Can I? No, I cannot. Okay. Dry land. Alright. I mean, if they don't have the ability to charge across quicksand, which I don't think that they do.
So far, so good. Now let me tell you about the next section of the path.
Then it's really no wonder that they are failing at this.
You picked the proper path through the quicksand. Well done. Dangerous plants and carnivorous beasts fill the next section of the path. They will do their best to end your trial with every step you take.
Any advice before I start the next part?
Remember that I am a weapon in your arsenal. Use the arrow I gave you to direct me against the dangerous plants as you see fit. There will be 2 signal totems to ignite along this section of the path.
Does Mewajez aid her novices the way you're helping me?
No. Mewajez considers Boki's techniques to be obsolete. A war teacher who helps her novices only enables their weaknesses. She prefers to instruct from a distance and let her charges succeed or fail on their own. Proceed with care, my friend.
So... Oh, well, that doesn't really help it now, does it? So, really, this is just a matter of stealth and combat. Alright, that's, doable. See, here it makes sense that he is not attacking. Because, well, he's not allowed to. So I'm not going to complain about it. Now, the plants are only a problem if you walk past them. If you just sneak, then they are not an issue. Although, creatures can still attack you. If you let them. But since they're giving me the option to just sneak around, well, then I'm going to sneak around. Not the hackwings though, they can die for all I care. You annoying little pricks. There we go. That is... Oh, that's not a signal totem. Totem. Okay. See? The plants are not really an issue. But again, hackwings, or as I like to call them, jerkwings, well, they are an issue. And therefore, they shall die. Would you mind? Thank you. Can I light it from here? Yes, I can. Convenient. Okay, you're going in this straight way, so I'm just gonna go off to the side. And because my sneak is as good as it is, you will not ever find me. Could I use that? I mean, why not? That could be interesting to see what's up there. Doesn't appear to be anything of significance, but I suppose I did use it to my advantage. Ooh. Big old ugly fella. Big old slow ugly fella, though. So... Oh. I'd rather not get entangled with that right now. So I could have probably just walked here and gotten the totem, but I mean, it was possible to light it earlier, so why not? Okay, where are you going, bear lizard? That away. Okay, see ya. Not an issue. Whee! Oh, this is nice. I can get a good view of the situation. Can we... But it also disoriented me, so I suppose that's less than smart, but, you know.
You finished the second trial. Let's find a safe spot to speak.
Sure. Sure, let's do that. I'm going to assume that the war teacher isn't going to be happy about my progress.
This spot is good.
He probably will try and fight me.
You have done exceptionally well, friend outsider. I think we may actually succeed and reach the sacred lily. Overconfidence can fell even the mightiest warrior, though. The final challenge awaits us. Do not let your guard down.
What can I expect to face in the final challenge?
TESO guards the sacred lily. He is powerful and hard to kill, but he isn't invincible. Here, take this sack of firestones. Use them and your wits, and I'm sure you'll survive. You can do this. I have faith in you.
Who or what is TESO?
TESO is an Argonian behemoth, created by our Hist to protect the sacred lily and test the mettle of our novice warriors. Know that the creature has tasted the blood of many novices. They will not fall easily, I am sorry to say.
Okie dokie. So, just a boss fight with some arena mechanics, is what I'm hearing. I would not think there'd be treasure here, but... Well... Oi! Okay! Why is your health bar purple? I don't like that. No, sirree. See ya! Can I hit you from up here? Probably. Does it do anything? Okay, yeah, that's not a great thing.
Whee! Use your brains as well as your brawn.
Oh, so it's just a... Alright, that's not so bad. So it's basically just a big area attack that you want to be able to avoid. I mean, yeah, he does a lot of damage, but it's not that. Ah. Hello? Oh, there we go.
The wide tongues.
This is basically just Flappy doing the fighting right now. Can I even hurt him in that stage? I don't think so, no. Alright. Just hurt him in another stage. Whee! Woo! Whee!
Remember the firestones.
Alright, come down and fight ya. Hop! Nah.
And that is how we walk the path of the lily.
I mean, I mostly just snuck around it, but I'll take it. Do not. Yeah, you still count as being hostile, I figured. Ooh, pretty. Sacred Lily. Yoink. A rare swamp flower revered by the Deadwater tribe.
And with that, I'll light the final signal totem. Let's return to the village
Okay,
and present the sacred lily to the war chief. You did well, friend outsider.
Thank you. Are there treasure in and behind this waterfall? No. I would not expect treasure to be in this place at all, in fact, but, well... yeah, I did not mean to talk to you.
You are the first outsider to walk the path of the lily. Moreover, you are the first novice to succeed and not die since Boki resigned his position as war teacher. Thank you for doing this, friend outsider. We will meet back in the village.
Okie dokie. So ugh. That's a nasty place to bump into, but the steps here could contain treasure. Could. I don't think they do, but... Oh! My treasure sensors were correct. For once. Well, a one-time reward is better than no rewards. And a one-time reward is better than a reward that you missed. Just because you didn't look. Ooh, a treasure map. Yeah, okay. I really shouldn't because they, as anything else, take up space in my inventory. But, well, I did. So, yeah. That happens. Alright. Let's see if we can avoid the bog blights, crocodiles, and another Argonian behemoth, and Kutogawas, and harsh motars, and salamanders, and hackwings. See, is there anything? Oh yeah, Myagolts. And warplastic corpses. I think we got all the enemies lined up now. Oh yeah, blackguards. I'm not gonna go into single type of blackguard or other types of cultists, but yeah, you know. I think we got it. Oh, they do have a horn for catching frogs. I'm presuming that's what it's for. Right. All's well and all's good. Hello?
Where is
What
the
was that saying,
outsider,
Boink?
Kishi? Did the quicksand swallow them?
The outsider approaches now,
I'm
bearing
literally
the
right here.
sacred lily. You haven't seen one in a while, have you, Mewajez?
Step forward, outsider.
That is not possible!
My friend outsider will explain. I'm going to take Boki home now.
The sacred lily. It represents the hopes and dreams of the Nagakor, the Deadwater. It has been too many seasons since the last one was presented to me. And by an outsider, no less.
I walked the path of the lily and brought back the flower just as Kishi said I would.
I do not trust outsiders, but I respect strength. Kishi taught you well, and you have succeeded where so many of our novices have recently failed. I raise my spines in grudging admiration.
Will you honor Kishi's request regarding the training of the novices?
I should never have accepted Boki's resignation. That was a mistake that has cost the Nagakor dearly. Kishi shall be our war teacher. If he could train an outsider to walk the path, think how our novices will fare.
What will happen to Mewajez?
Mewajez trained the novices just as I asked her to. Any failure on her part is also a failure on mine. I shall ask her to assist Kishi and learn from him. Hopefully, their partnership will make us stronger. Now go, and tell Kishi what I have said.
Oh, I'll tell Kishi the news.
Kishi must start training the next season of novices immediately. It has been too long since strong, young warriors emerged from the path of the lily to take their place in the Deadwater tribe. Under Kishi and Mewajez's tutelage, we will prosper.
Will this save the Deadwater tribe?
I hesitate to contemplate that question. Boki warned me that the loss of so many novices would spell the end of the Nagakor. You showed us a better way. If Kishi succeeds, and the next season of Clutchmates survive, that will be enough for now.
Okie dokie. You got beat up.
To consider what happened here, Rajkal.
So, are you gonna go against an order from your war chief? Because I don't think that'll end well for you. Alright, well, it ended
Your methods
peacefully
were as
compared.
successful as ever, Exire. The outsider claimed the sacred lily.
I hear your words, Kishi, and my spine swell with pride.
Few Naga live to be as old as Boki. Most of our warriors die early, but not my Exire. He has used his wits and strength to overcome every challenge. His lessons helped me guide you through the path of the lily.
The war chief wants you to be the tribe's new war teacher.
I am honored and thankful that my plan worked. Now, I need to rebuild confidence in the young ones. Get the next season of hatchlings ready to walk the path. The Deadwater will always face adversity. I want to give them the tools to survive.
The war chief also said he wants Mewajez to assist you.
The war chief is wise. 2 Kadiliths can impart more wisdom than one, provided Mewajez cooperates and agrees to work with me. Otherwise, we will clash like Boki and Chukala did. We can only wait and see.
Good luck, Kishi.
Thank you, friend outsider.
Worry.
For an Ojel, you made an excellent Nagakur warrior. Please take this as a symbol of my appreciation. You have done a wonderful thing for me and my tribe.
So, does that mean that I can keep using the fire rock just as I kept the hook from the grappling hook? Death
Kishi,
among the Deadwater.
We must have words.
I will not apologize for my actions, Mewajez.
I seek none. You have done what I could not. Your novice survived and walked the path.
What are you saying, Mewajez?
I am saying that you have my support. Teach, and I will learn.
Then together, we will make the dead water even stronger than before.
Okay, well that ended well. So now, it should state, if we go to the map, yes, the tribe quest is complete. Well, we still have other quests around. We haven't completed the quest for the Brightthroat village yet, and there are still side quests left in Lilmoth and out in the wild. Speaking of which, the quests out in the wild, I will try and find anything along this road. I know there is something near Sweet Breeze Overlook, so if I don't find any on the road, I will meet you at Sweet Breeze Overlook, or nearby, in the next episode. But until then, take care.